Everybody, Lead Farmer 73. Okay, this video is for a good friend of mine, Miss Garden Love. Miss Diana, Miss Garden Love, her channel, go check her out. She just purchased some Navajo Thornless Blackberries. You wanted to see this? As soon as I got home from work today, and I'm literally just pulling in my driveway, I wanted to come out here and do this. I have the Arapaho and the Navajo Thornless Blackberries. Now, I'm going to show you what this looks like. You don't have to buy a bunch of those things. So trust and believe me when I show you this. You won't believe it. All right, check this out. Hope you're watching. All right, this is my Blackberry row right here. Now, I purchased, I think it was like three plants from, and a blackberry, a thornless blackberry is a thornless blackberry. I used to get them wild when I was wild when I was back home. So I didn't really care about what kind it was, as long as it's thornless and it's got blackberries. So here you go. They're all over the place, and I need to pick them. The birds be eating them, and I just can't come out here fast enough. So every year, I literally get tons of them. This is the second season they've been in the ground. This is how it happens. They literally, underground, they spread, their roots spread just like a canna lily or a banana. They spread underground, and then they pop right back up somewhere else. Now what I do, they come all the way out here in this row right here. And I had other stuff going on here a while back. That has changed, but still, when they pop up out here, I dig them up. I get a little bit of the root system with it, put it in a pot. It's gonna look bad at first. Here's one right here. Perfect. Here's one right here. This is just coming up out of nowhere from way over there somewhere. You can always tell where the main ones I planted. This is like a main one that I planted here. And it's one down there. And it's one over here somewhere. But they pop up all over the place. And if you want more, I'm going to show you how to get more if you want more. Look at this. You see this? There's several ways to do this. Get a pot with some soil in it and literally lay this or stick this in that pot straight down head first. Make sure you get a couple of these nodes in the pot right in here, and cover it up with soil and leave it like that. And when it gets rooted, it roots fast. You won't be able to pull it out of that pot. Cut it right here. Anywhere. Just cut it. You got a whole new plant. I do it all the time. So a lot of these are ones where you can see this here. See that cut? And see how that's angled almost like a hoop. Because I took this one and I stuck it in the ground. Here's the other side of that. And it went down over there. Now this cane has fruited already, so it's ready to come out. But it made a whole nother system of berries down there. So after the year that it fruits, they turn brown like that. You just cut that down by the bottom. They keep popping up. So it's real easy to spread them. And to be honest with you, you really don't even have to do that, because they're going to do it on their own. Now these, I thought they needed a trellis, so I built a trellis for them. They do not, the ones that I have, the Arapaho and the Navajo, do not need a trellis system. They made when they're really young and tender, but don't spend a lot of money. See, I put the heavy gauge wire on there like I used to do with my grapes. Don't waste your money, don't waste your time, because after that first year, they stand straight and tall like this with no help, just like a tree, and just load up with fruit like that. I gotta come out here and they're so sweet, so sweet. It tastes like wine, actually. They taste just like one of those concoctions I've made. So, Diana, you couldn't have picked a better berry. That's why I said that is my favorite. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all of the fruit that I grow here, this is one of my favorites, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not because it's the best tasting, not because none of that. This is my favorite fruit because this is one of those fruits I was gonna do a series on of plant it and walk away. You don't have to. I didn't feed them this year. I didn't do nothing. My sprinkler system is busted, so the only water they've been getting is from the rain. I put a lot of wood chips around them so they can hold in some moisture, but you literally don't have to do anything for these things. And they just won't stop growing. They're almost like a delicious weed. So, like a blackberry, I'm not a blackberry, mulberry tree. It's a giant weed tree to give you delicious food. So, as you can see, that's what you're going to have in about a year's time. And I see you bought a bunch of those berries. You don't have to buy too many more. I wouldn't. Because you're going to be selling them, giving them away as presents and gifts and everything else. And you're going to have a lot of spares on your hand. I just gave my mother 2 plants. And she wanted more. I said, Mom, you live in an apartment. We starting to pack the patio up now. We got to let it go. So trust me, this sweet little gem right here, if I would have fed them, I got berries in my freezer just 3 times this big. If I would have fed them this year, they would be huge. But they're really super sweet. Don't pick them before they too. When they got a little red in them, let them go. And you know something else I didn't do? I didn't cover them from the birds this year. I did that last year, and I had a mess. Tangled up all in the... I know you're supposed to put stilts up and make... It's a headache. Now I got tons of berries, and you know what? It seemed like the squirrels and the birds only care about what I care about. When I just leave this thing and don't give a crap about it, they don't give a crap about it. I think I better get away from them before the birds start seeing me and say, hey, what is he over there tasting on? Let's go try it. So, Diana and everybody, go see her channel. She just purchased some Navajo blackberries. But the Arapaho and the Navajo are the berries that I know best. You cannot go wrong with them. I mean, you don't have to do anything. Everybody is worried about, do we feed them? How do you feed them? How do you plant them? Dig a hole, jam it in the hole, and walk away. Water them, and that's about it. You'll have berries for the rest of your life. Because I have so many berries in the freezer that I don't know what to do with them. I make wine out of them. I do a little bit of everything. And now that I've changed the way I eat, try to get some of this weight off of me, it's become a staple in some of the ways I eat. It's free. You know how much those cost, that many? You know how much that costs in the grocery store? You go look at your local grocery store and see how much blackberries cost. They're a fortune because it's almost like a delicacy. I don't know why, but it just is. And you can't beat that. So, Garden Love, Miss Diana, my dear, you got a great thing going. Now that was a good pick. So everybody, go buy your blackberry plant. Thornless blackberry. I don't like getting poked by nothing. I used to have raspberries. They really didn't grow for me very well here. Plus, all that getting poked crap. That's why I got rid of that dragon fruit I had. That thing was tearing me up every year. Sorry the video's so long, but I had to let you guys know. Thornless blackberries, you cannot go wrong. Remember, it's the Arapaho and the Navajo that I deal with. And there's another one too that I want because they got the sweetest, biggest berries on. I might be messing this name up. I'm going to look it up. The Natchez blackberry, I think it's called. Golly. That's a mean berry right there. And it's thornless too. So if you ever see that, I'm going to actually look it up and put it in the link below so you know exactly what it is. So it's the Arapaho, the Navajo, and I think it's the Natchez. I'm going to look it up. So, anyway, thank you guys. I ain't even been in the house yet. Lair Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out.